Hello and welcome to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. Okay, you guys, I am here for your Mercury Retrograde readings. Oh my goodness. I have pulled some of the most powerful decks that I have to actually do these readings, okay? And first and foremost, how I always start the readings, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love and support you continue to give us during the growth of this channel. I just thank you so much. I read all of your comments, you guys, and you never know. You have no idea how it really warms my heart to see how the readings change your lives. Okay, so now just a little bit about this reading. You can apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, and for some, even your Venus signs. Hello to our cross watchers out there. Do keep in mind during these Mercury retrograde readings that the energy will flip-flop, okay? So if it doesn't relate to you, it could very well relate to your partner, or it could relate to any energy that may be surrounding you, okay? Now, we are slating this for the Mercury retrograde, but do keep in mind that some of the experiences that you may hear during this reading, it may be something that took place, months ago, could be taking place right now, could be something that's going to be coming in for you in the near future. So do keep that in mind. Always remember to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555. If you have not, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button on the reading if it resonates with you or if you feel it will be beneficial to someone's life. And right next to the subscribe button is a little bell. Hit that little bell and every time I release a reading, you will be notified. Do keep in mind as well that I do private readings, okay? All right, you guys, we're going to get right into your reading. But before I do so, I also want to state that right after your reading, there will be a synopsis of you see that? The communication has already started. Oh, God, because that's what happens during Mercury retrograde. Our communication gets jacked up. At the end of your reading, I will do a synopsis of what to expect in life, love, and career at the end of your reading. So check that out. That's going to be very, very important. And last but certainly not least, if you want to see the extended version to your reading that you're about to view, you must join our Patreon. We only have two levels, $2.22, $5.55 per month. $5.55, you're able to see all the extendeds that we do. So the link to that will be below. All right, my loves, now on to your reading. Hello, my Pisces. Okay, you guys, I am here to do your Mercury retrograde reading and just a few announcements. Please join me here every Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Lotus Love Show. There will be an extended after this reading, okay? So if you want the extended, the link to that can be found below. Well, the information for that can be found below. Or you can just join our Patreon and you can get all of the extendeds for free, okay? All right, so here we go. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces as it relates to the Mercury retrograde for June 18th through July 12th. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? June 18th through July 12th, 2020. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces? Thank you. All right. Okay, with Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces as it relates to the Mercury retrograde for June 18th through July 12th. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces? What does Pisces? Okay, wow. All right. Oh, goodness. Pisces. Either you all get a lot of messages or you only get a few. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces as it relates to the Mercury retrograde for June 8th. Excuse me, for June 18th through July 12th. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces as it relates to the Mercury retrograde? As it relates to the Mercury retrograde for June 18th through July 12th. Okay, wow. Okay, my Pisces. Let's see what the first card out is. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, you guys, you get this card a lot, especially when we're doing the Lotus Love shows. It's like you always need a safety net. Like you always need spirit to remind you that it's okay and you're going to be safe. It's like you're afraid of love a lot of times, okay? But you're in a space right now that is safe for you to love. Now, the question is this, really putting forth a wholehearted energy of understanding how to love yourself, or is this loving another person? So that's what we got to continue to look into. See, decide to be happy now. See, this is kind of the space that you're in a lot. Like you have to decide to be happy. Like you need reassurance, okay? Pay attention to your dreams. Oh my God, we have gotten this card so many times. So many times during these Mercury retrograde readings. It's like Spirit is really going to be talking to us during our dreams. And during that, it could be your nighttime dreams. You could just be simply looking out of a window and your mind will drift off, okay, to a situation. Or Spirit might be talking to you during that time. Make sure you pay attention to what the Spirit is saying to you, okay? Could be that you're thinking of something and you might see a number on the clock that looks familiar to you, or a date that's special to you. You could be thinking about something driving and you see a license tag number that has triple numbers. Whatever is happening, pay attention, because that is Spirit trying to speak to you, okay? Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. What does that mean? Simply staying focused on what you need to do. Staying focused on things that are going to continue to make you, working your highest good, right? Working towards your highest good. Keeping focused on things that you know is going to progress you and not regress you. That's so important. And especially people. If people are distracting you, knowing how to move away from those type of spirits, because they can really hinder you. You and your loved ones are safe. I love that card. I love that card because it lets you know whatever space that you're in right now that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Sometimes we can be vulnerable, especially if you have over here, it's safe for you to love. It seems like you're kind of like in a vulnerable state. And I can't remember what sign has a similar reading to this, but they were also in a very vulnerable space where they were having to trust. And look at here, Spirit is telling you, you need to let go. What are we letting go of? You're letting go of issues. You're letting go of situations that are not working to your good. Okay, you're allowing Spirit to replace those places in your heart, your soul, and your spirit where you may feel empty. You need to let go for those people around you that are not healthy for you. That is so important, to let go of people, situations that aren't serving your highest good. That's almost the hardest thing for us to do, to let go of people, situations, circumstances that's hindering us, right? That's really hindering us. All right, so let's move on. What we're going to do now, we're going to go into your extended. And in your extended, I am going to check to see if there are any angel numbers coming through for you. And if so, I'll let you know what those are. Angel messages. And also, I'll let you know what signs that are showing up. But do keep in mind, it could be any sign. Okay, and they could just be taking on the energy of that sign. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. But if your sign shows up, all the better. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, and Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces as it relates to the Mercury retrograde for June 18th through July 2020. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces? What does Pisces need to know for June 18th through July 12th? What does Pisces need to know? June 18th. Okay. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Pisces? Got a flipper right here. Wow. Okay, any more messages for the sign? Yes, you do. All right. Okay, Pisces. Okay, wow. Okay. All right. Wow. Pisces. Okay, my loves. Let me move this out the way so we can make some room here. All right, so let's see if you have any angel numbers coming forth, and you do. You have a 7 here and a 7 here, so make sure you go and look at what those 7s represent, okay? You can look up 777, 777, it doesn't matter, but 7s are definitely coming through for you, so see what additional messages are there in regards to the 7s, okay? All right, let's let you see the cards. You have the Chariot, 9 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Cups, King of Wands in reverse, the Star in reverse, and your overarching energy is the 5 of Swords in reverse, okay? All right, so now we're going to look a little further into this. We're going to see what's ahead of you in this future, on how to get through this Mercury retrograde, what additional messages are coming through for you, what signs are coming through very clearly. If you're interested in that, the information can be found below as far as our extendeds, or again, once again, just join the Patreon. You'll get all the extendeds for that one low price, okay? All right, my loves, until next time, bye-bye. Okay, just a little information about what to expect during this Mercury retrograde. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, Mercury retrograde will come in June 18th, and it will last all the way through July 12th. Okay, now just when things were about to calm down, you know, things were starting to calm down. Now we got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. We got 6 planets in retrograde. And what makes it so bad, you guys, these planets being in retrograde are happening right between the 2 eclipses that we had. We just had the lunar eclipse, and now we will have the solar eclipse on the new moon. And right in the middle of that, now we got 6 planets that are retrograde. So we got Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, which is kind of making like a celestial chaos, so to speak. This is the time you need to really rethink and revise your plans for the future, okay? If you don't do this willingly and you don't surrender to it, Mercury retrograde has a way of making you do that. Of course, we all know, back up everything that you have on your computers. Keep in mind that your text messages, your emails, all of that needs to be rechecked and checked again before you send it. I always try to tell the people that listen to my channel, especially during this retrograde, that if I were you, I wouldn't even put any information in the box until your email or your text is ready to go. And once you have reread it, then you'll put who it's going to, and then send it. Don't put the person who is going to first, because chances are they might get anything during this time, okay? They might get something or a picture of something you don't want them to get. So make sure you just take the extra steps in doing that. Be mindful as well that during this time, this is like a catalyst for change. So things are going to be changing. I mean, things are going to be changing, things that you may not want to change. It's going to change, because we have to understand during Mercury retrograde, this is a time that Mercury retrograde makes us have personal growth, okay? And personal growth takes time. And with personal growth sometimes comes emotional and growing pains, okay? Now, you will get lost in your emotions during this Mercury retrograde, and what you deeply feel, things that you deeply feel, they will come to the surface. So be ready and be able to deal with those things as they come to the surface. Now, in life, you're going to be able to release all the things that are buried, okay? See, retrograde is going, Mercury is going retrograde in Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional sign. It's a water sign, okay? So therefore, anything that you try to bury, it's going to come up and it's going to have to be released. In love, okay? So Mercury retrograde is going to make you ask the question, who do you love? You're going to be able to answer that question. Who really has a place in your life, okay, and in your heart? So you're going to begin to focus on how you feel about those persons or that one person who really has a place in your heart. Now, what does this also do for those that are in a relationship but you really love an ex? This is what makes the exes come back. Okay, so the exes will come back because people will start evaluating who they really love. Okay, whether you're with somebody or not, if they really love you, they're going to find a way to tiptoe back to your door possibly. And then in work, this is a time for you to reassess your sense of security, both in, the work that you've decided for your life or your career. So you'll start to think, where's your security laying professionally and financially? All of these questions, all of these situations will begin to occur during Mercury retrograde. So keep all of that in mind. All right. Okay, my loves, don't forget to join us every Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Lotus Love Show, because we deal with a lot of energies on a daily basis. And then our weekly energy, our weekly love energy and our twin flame messages is done every Sunday. So this is a time, especially during Mercury retrograde, that you deeply, deeply, deeply need to be sure that you have a thorough understanding of what the heck is going on. Okay? All right, my loves. Until next time. Bye-bye.